Hello, everybody, it's me, King Murray. And now that the Smithmas season is over, I feel that this is the perfect time to talk about something that needs to be addressed. That thing is TF2 updates. Updates? You may be asking yourself, what about them? Well, since about 2019, TF2 started getting worse and worse updates. It started out not that bad, and most of the cosmetics, maps, etc. were good with a few stragglers. However, as time went on, it became more and more obvious that the content being added to Team Fortress 2 was not up to standard. This problem wasn't focused on because of the bots. The bots had completely taken over the game, and that was our main focus. But here we are. It's 2025, the bots are gone, but the content being added is still not what it should be. This is our new problem, and we have to do something about it. I will give credit where credit is due. Valve did up the quality of the content being added in the summer update of 2023, but even after that, the content is still a far cry from what it used to be even in the first community updates. This whole issue lies within the workshop itself, and moreover, the people who are the ones constantly getting their items added into the game. Now, I will not go into too much depth about this topic as Big Boy Games made a video about this very issue, linked to his video in the description. But in essence, the Emporium, as it's called, has taken over the workshop and it's run like a pyramid scheme. The people at the top make the most and control everything, whereas the people at the lower levels put the most amount of effort into their content and usually never get noticed. And when they do, their content is stolen. And just as a side note, these lower level workshop creators are called peasants. A little freaky, but we don't kink shame here. In any case, the Emporium has been trying to hide their tracks, and the main person who has called them out has been Zesty Jesus, and he did this back in 2022. So yeah, it's been an issue for a long time. Which brings me to my main point. The community has to come together like we did with hashtag FixTF2 and do the same thing. We need to inform the community about the situation, what the Emporium has done and what it's been doing, and what will happen if we let them keep getting away with it. We should also continue to push Valve to improve what they are adding. Call out their blatant lack of care for what gets added and what doesn't. Valve has let the Emporium become powerful by not enforcing rules to the workshop. This brings me to my next point. What should the community push for when it comes to updates? The Swank made an amazing video on what makes a major update major, linked to his video in the description as well. And he makes a great point. We don't need a whole lot of new cosmetics, maps, and the whole shebang for it to be a good update. What we need is theming and quality. We need to have some semblance of what the hell we want. The community needs to come to an agreement on what should be added to the game, and we need to gatekeep. Which I know is sad to say, but people want to change games so that it fits what they like. Look at Fortnite, for example. It started out as a run of the mill battle royale game, and then as more people started playing the game, they started calling for more and more stuff to be added. Fortnite is not even close to what it used to be. Skibidi Toilet is in the game now. Do we want the same thing to happen to TF2? A game that has so many references to so many different games, video shows, movies, until it isn't even Team Fortress 2? Do we want this? I like to think not. So we need to fight for this game and keep it alive and try to bring it to what it was back in its glory days. In the wise words of Zesty Jesus, we shouldn't want too much of something good. If we have too much of that thing, we begin to like it less and less until we no longer want it. So I want to leave you guys with a question. Do you want the workshop to change and the quality of life of our beloved game to improve? Or are you fine with what we have already? Is the rotting carcass of a game with shiny new trinkets enough to distract you for now?